little bit of a bounce there. And my beta did not lock in. Unfreaking believable. That freaking bounce always gets me. Beta engaged. And it did not engage once again. What the fuck, man? Alright, we're going to do this a little bit differently. If the beta does not engage this time, we're done. Good morning, folks. It is just after, I believe, 9 a.m. here in Alaska. Let's get our range pulled out here. We're heading up real quick to this cabin up here, XXBC, which is a fictional cabin, I should state. And it's up there near Swan Lake, which is the big lake just to the left there. So we're going to be heading up to that cabin real quick, do a little bit of a quick flyover. And then after that, we're going to head up to our campsites. Now, two of these campsites you will recognize, or I guess the only two that are built out right now, you'll recognize from the Let's Build series, videos 1 and 2 that I did previously, where I actually went and built these campsites live on video. And yeah, so it's been quite a while since I've been up to them. We're going to go pop in, see what's changed, see if it looks the same. And yeah, we'll just go from there. Maybe we'll find some other places to land. We're just heading up into the Denali Range today. No further plans other than that. Dive in here. we're basically just going to come up the treetop level. It's like I said, I don't trust the wingspan. Looks like a little windsock down there. Give her some power. Everything there is still intact. Let's power up and let's head for the mountains. Alright, it has been a little while since I've been up here, as I stated before, and it looks like it's quite snowy up there. I hope I have the right area. I am like 98% sure that I picked the right area to fly into, though. But I do see a lot of snow on the ground up there. So yeah, we may have to deal with some snow on our landings. So the real question here is, do we want to go higher elevation first and then descend to the lower elevation, or do we want to do lower elevation and climb up to the higher elevation? Wow, there is a lot of snow up here today. I figured that most of the snow would be melted off by now, but it looks like both camps are going to be completely snowed in. But that's okay, we got bush wheels on, we can make it work. Now, coming up here off our left-hand side is the first camp. So this is the Tokositna Glacier camp. And you can find it, it is right there, basically off the left-hand side in that delta area. Now obviously we're going to be doing a high pass over the area before we head off up to the Peters Creek camp, which is just in the mountains here to our left. Fuel pump comes on. Alright, we're making our approach into the Peters Creek camp. That camp is just around the bend here to the left. So since it's been a while since I've landed here, I should probably do a low pass and just kind of check out the area. Doesn't look too bad down there. So we're going to have to fly down this canyon just a little bit to be able to safely turn around. But not too far. Right up here we should be able to make a turnaround. And instead of doing the approach how I normally do it downhill, we'll come around this way and we'll land the opposite direction. Just because that seems to be playing a little bit better with our wind direction today. So I'm going to kind of cut it pretty close to this side of this hill right here. And we're going to go ahead and start a left-hand turn. Alright, and we need to really start slowing up as well. Because there's so much snow on the ground right now, it's going to make it really hard to see the landing zone, which is pretty much just a trail through the what would have been, or what would be normally grass, and it's slightly uneven terrain as well. So let's go ahead and get down into the wide arc here. And this is all uphill, so we got to be really careful with our power management as well. actually really hard to see the campsite. I think I may do one more. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more pass here, and I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more pass. It's just to feel out the area. I was not confident in that approach at all. So let's give her some power, get up over this hill here, start bringing the flaps out. We'll make another pass down the valley, turn around again, and then on that return trip, we'll go ahead and land. And my beta did not lock in. Unfreaking believable. That freaking bounce always gets me. Beta engaged. And it did not engage once again. What the fuck, man? Alright, we're going to do this a little bit differently. If the beta does not engage this time, we're done. But we're going to do it landing downhill this time. And my thought process behind this is, if the freaking beta fails this time, at least I will have downward sloping terrain, and I'm not going to have to jam on the freaking power to get out of the situation. So let's just take it in, nice, low, easy over this hill. We'll start bringing in the flaps. And hopefully this time the freaking beta engages and we can stop. I'm hitting the beta key. It's not engaging. I know it works because I used it the entire time I was taxiing, so that's not the issue. So we're just going to pop over this hill right here, keep a little bit of power in. As we come over the hill, we're going to dump the power. Alright, well, engaged that time, but unfortunately too late. We're halfway down the hill. Now for your knowledge, that hill we just rolled down was the end of the runway. So yeah, we were not supposed to roll down that. But you know what? We got down this time. We got stopped. So I guess that's all that matters, right? Let's go ahead and taxi up to the campsite here. See, there's the beta. Works just fine when you're taxiing, but not when you need it to. Confirm that we're out of beta by wiggling the throttle there. Get that warning light turned off. We'll get a little bit of upwards trim here, and then we're going to set flaps 1 for now, go full power, and if we need to, we can put in flaps 2 to rip it off the ground. I don't think we're going to need to, though. I think we'll be off the ground before then. So let's bring the power up to maximum takeoff power. Release the brakes. And this is a pretty bumpy area here. Alright. It definitely didn't look like a pretty takeoff, but that was... I won't say it's the best takeoff you can have there, but it's a pretty fair takeoff for that landing spot. That spot is really bumpy, and it's with all the snow on it and stuff, it's a lot harder to see all the individual like dips and stuff in that area. Now, Toko's sitting in a glacier camp. It has, I believe it's roughly the same amount of landing area, or maybe slightly less actually. So this one's going to be interesting as well. We're really going to have to time it great to get it into beta and to get it stopped. Let's get a little bit of low map of the Earth terrain flight in while we're here. scoot on down here. Drag these trees out. I am honestly in disbelief. I think we ran over a cone. I think I saw a cone there for a split second. But yeah, I'm honestly in disbelief that that actually worked out. I did not think that was going to go that smoothly. I was like, I will give it a good like 99% that I was dead set that that beta was not going to work. But somehow, we got the timing right and it actually worked. Let's taxi on over here, check out the camp real quick, and then we'll set up for the departure out of here and see if we can actually get out of here without chopping some bushes up with the prop. And we're just going to taxi an outside view here so we can get a good picture. Using our beta basically to control our taxi speed, since yeah, we don't have like any braking performance out here. Let's go ahead and taxi up here, get set up for takeoff. It does say no wind data, so let's see here. I really do not like those cones. You cannot see those cones at all. I think what I'm gonna do, just so I can actually see the frickin' cones, because I see that there's snow caked on one side and not the other, I'm gonna taxi around the bushes here. We're gonna take off opposite direction, and that'll actually give me, I think, a little bit more. Well, no, it's about the same amount of clearance either way. We're doing an absolute crap job at managing our taxi speed right now. There we got our cones. I probably need to adjust these cones. I don't really like the positioning of them. They're honestly pretty bad. You about run them over every time. They don't appear until you're right on top of them, basically. Like those other cones over there. They're not even showing up right now. So they're pretty much useless. Maybe I'll just freaking delete them. Oh yeah, now they show up in cockpit, but they don't show up outside. Whatever. Alright, so we're going to go, we have flaps 1 right now. On the roll, we're going to put down flaps 2. Let's go ahead and take it out of beta, verify that we're out of beta with the wiggle on the throttle there. Get rid of our warning. Alright, flaps 1. Everything looks good. Pull back pressure on the stick, and let's bring the power up. Alright, takeoff power set. Got our nose up, or our stick forward. And into the bushes we go. I guess we're just too heavy, too much fuel. I have landed this here before, I have taken off successfully in it. But, yeah, we fueled up before we came out here, and we barely burned any of it off. At this point, everything's gone pretty much south on every step of this trip, that I'm not really even in a position to care anymore. Oh man, let's wrap this up. Let's go home. Let's get back to Talkeetna. Hey y'all, thanks for watching. Make sure you like the video if you did. Hit that subscribe button down below if you want to see more content like this. And stick around, because I plan on releasing more videos, eventually, once I find time to do it. Probably in another month. Because, yeah, that's how it pretty much goes, seems like. Anyways, see ya. Ronut44, over and out.